What's up?
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed.
He's basically got a crowd like the Trump inauguration. I heard they were moving the inauguration indoors. Is that true?
Back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame. Haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
What's up, Zay? It's going to be too cold, I'm assuming. Remember when Phil told everybody they filmed it at the Supreme Court in front of green screen for some reason when Biden was inaugurated? Why wouldn't you go to a green screen anywhere else? Go where they filmed the fucking Mandalorian or some shit, right? We run the world.
We were raised to lose the race.
That's pretty good timing with the music there. We've solved a mystery, folks. A mystery that basically I'm pretty good, okay? When I see stuff on the internet and I make a gut decision to call it out, I'm usually pretty good at it. And we've solved another one with proof. I can't show you the proof, but I can tell you where to find it.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Uh-oh, I'm behind. Welcome, everyone. I am Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. I just saw Luke Beasley standing up for himself. Let's check this out. Hold on. So it says how it started versus how it's going, and we click on it. This is from Andrew Wilson, the Paleo Christian. It says, wake up, it's Wreck Luke Beasley Day. That's how it started, and let's see how's it going. Oh, let me get some audio.
I didn't say anything else. They had already submitted the documents. This is why I'm asking you, when you said they were false documents, I didn't say anything else. What makes them false? It's the same as Hawaii. If you want to make the argument that Democrats did the same thing in 1960, I will agree with you.
Well, we're not making that argument because that's not what they did.
That's not true either, right? So they're talking about the fake electors. And so the reason that the difference in 1960 was those state legislatures said, hey, this race is too close to call. We're super close. We don't know who's going to win, so we're going to certify both. We make the decision. We're going to certify both. And before the electors must cast their ballots, we'll decide. It wasn't just a candidate saying, oh, I'm going to sneak in my electors and get them all signed up, and just who knows? Something might happen. There's a big difference there. I mean, between the state deciding to do it because they need to do it to meet the requirements, and a candidate deciding to do it because he's decided he really won.
This is the point. In 1960, while there was still a recount going on and ongoing court cases, and it was so narrow they really didn't know which way it was going to go. Then they didn't even submit those or try to get them counted. The sitting president at the time
until a court.
Right, they put them on hold.
Until it was determined. Trump's case, he got all 7 states after this whole process had been concluded. It wasn't close enough for the recount to flip it. The recounts had concluded, and he was trying to get, not let's have 2 standing by because we don't know how this recount's going to go, but from 7 states that we know.
Even so bad that some of the documentation says we need to mimic the real electors. That way they can't get us like on a technicality. So they knew they were fake electors. One of the emails said, maybe we shouldn't use fake electors. That sounds kind of scummy. Like, right?
Know the outcome of, but I'm making false claims of fraud on them. I'm going to get Pence to keep me as president by accepting fake electors. Tim, for a second, because we're supposed to be debating them, I think, could they also try to defend this stance?
Yeah, because you're comparing apples and oranges thing, as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
that was silly.
Like if a court decided in one of the 5 or 7 states that Trump tried to peddle the false elector scheme, that if a court contested the Democratic slate of electors, then I think you would have an apples to apples comparison. But that's not what happened. Yeah. In none of the 7 states,
and it wasn't close enough to where they didn't know which way it was going to go.
Right, there was no actual ambiguity.
Yeah. Andrew, anything?
So this is the guy that said it's the Destroy Luke Beasley Day. Andrew, anything?
Andrew, anything?
I think this is something different because it just wasn't him, and Luke seems like he's more in control, plus has another. This is some type of other show. It looks like one of Tim's studios, though. But this must have been a different show where it was a 2x2 debate, maybe. I don't know. I guess we can look. They did clip, what do they call it? Clip chimp the fuck out of Luke Beasley, though. Like, that clip went so fucking viral with Tim destroying him or whatever, and they left out all the context. Dave Rubin, fact check. I don't know. It doesn't look like he even advertised it. I wonder what that was from. The full. Surely he would link to it, wouldn't he? You got smoked. It doesn't matter how you're trying to spin it. Did you pick the one argument that you think you won out of the whole 2 hours? You guys refused to engage with Tim's questions and prompts for like half the episode. No one cares. That wasn't the argument you were making. You weren't making an argument. You were evading the topics. I still think these people are referencing the previous clip because that's all they've seen is the clip. Obviously, it's not the same show because that other guy wasn't on there with him. I don't know. We'll have to look it up maybe. Anyways, yeah, somebody mentioned the TikTok ban. So Supreme Court upholds the TikTok ban. They ruled in favor of the government, I guess. Oh, I guess they ruled against. It was TikTokers. It was 8 big TikTokers that were suing the U.S. government. So they ruled with the government and away from the TikTokers that were suing to keep it in place. Let's see if this works. And TikTok, as of now, will be banned on the 19th. Now, Donald Trump actually had his lawyers write in the Supreme Court and ask them to put a stay on it so he could come in and negotiate something, whatever. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. So he could put a stay in place and he could decide. I think he literally said to negotiate it. But that's not exactly what happened. So they didn't go that way, that's for sure. Supreme Court upholds TikTok ban or sale law slated to start Saturday. Damn it, is everything fucking paywalled? This is crazy. The fate of TikTok's U.S. operation might be decided Friday after the Supreme Court said it may announce. Oh, this is even older. Supreme Court said it may announce opinions in the morning, potentially delivering a ruling on TikTok days before the ban. I thought they already issued a ruling. Noted may announce opinions. Supreme Court heard oral arguments. Yeah, I've got the opinion here. Hold on. As of January 19th, the Protecting Americans for Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act will make it unlawful for companies in the United States to provide services, distribute, maintain, or update the social media platform TikTok unless U.S. operation of the platform is severed from Chinese control. Petitioners are 2 TikTok operating entities and a group of U.S. TikTok users. We consider whether the act as applied to petitioners violates the First Amendment. In doing so, we are conscious that the cases before us involve new technologies with transformative capabilities. This challenging new context counsels caution on our part. As Justice Frankfurter advised 80 years ago, in considering the application of established legal rulings to the totally new problems raised by the airplane and radio, we should take care not to embrace the future, not to embarrass the future. Embarrass the future. Northwest Airlines v. Minnesota. This caution is heightened in these cases given the expedited time allowed for our consideration. Our analysis must be understood to be narrowly focused in a lot of these circumstances. TikTok, a social media platform that allows users to create, publish. I honestly think that it is probably dangerous. It is probably dangerous to have the reins in Chinese. Like in China, when a company gets so big, you have to have a member of the CCP on the board, and they're over your shoulder. If they want to use it, they can use it. Basically, there is no saying no, right? A lot of people would argue that our government does the same thing with either pressure or money or whatever. But it is probably dangerous. And I would say the reason that most people don't understand the danger of it, and they're like, they just don't want us to be able to talk to each other freely and blah, 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 is because they've been fed a bunch of misinformation through TikTok and other places, not even intentionally. Like a lot of people who have built a platform there are like, this is bullshit. It helps my business. It helps my wife. It helps, whatever, right? It helps me pass the time at work. It's improved my life. But there's obviously some national security issues that they can't just outright come out and say they're doing this and we know it. But if we look at other countries who have had issues with TikTok, it seems like elections have even been changed because of TikTok, right? So kind of hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. It seems like they probably have stuff that they cannot share with us, that it is probably being manipulated. It is probably dangerous, if not already in place. And people say, like, well, you know, Twitter's being influenced and Facebook's being, it's a whole lot different to have a U.S. company with U.S. people influencing it for like a narrative around ecosystems or politics than it is a foreign adversary that would love to sow dissent, I guess. The Supreme Court Friday upheld a federal law that would ban the Chinese-owned social media platform TikTok just 2 days before the bipartisan divestiture law is slated to take effect. There's no doubt that for more than 170 million Americans, TikTok offers a distinctive and expansive outlet for expression, means of engagement, and source of community, the court wrote in the unsigned ruling. But Congress has determined that divestiture, I guess divestiture is like breaking up a company, right, is necessary to address its well-supported national security concerns regarding TikTok data collection practices and relationship. The only thing that bothers me more than us not being able to see, like, TikTok is doing this to you with your data or influence or whatever, is struggling to watch Congress not understand how technology works. Is TikTok in my Wi-Fi? Like, what the fuck? What question is that? What is that? At issue is the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act, a law passed by Congress last April with wide bipartisan support. The law gave TikTok 9 months to either divest from its Chinese parent company, ByteDance, or be removed from U.S.-based app stores and hosting services. In passing law, Congress cited concerns of the app's Chinese ownership, which members said meant that the app had the potential to be weaponized or used to amass vast amounts of user data, including roughly the 170 million Americans who use TikTok. You guys remember when Pokemon Go was the big thing? I never downloaded it, but I remember Liam had a copy of it. Mariah had a copy of it. They would play together. You would walk around, and you would hold your phone up, and it would take, like, the background, like your house or garage or whatever, and it'd put a Pokemon in it, and you try to fucking catch it, right? Pokemon Go was fucking huge, gigantic. Now, Pokemon Go has ran its course, but it was a viral sensation. And not alone. I mean, they had a lot of marketing. They had a lot of influencers in on it. Like, they made it this huge viral sensation, and it worked. Literally, now that it's run its course, they've just taken all that data that they had you walk around and look for and videotape, and they've made this huge fucking AI map model with it now, that they can basically take pictures of different areas and be able to, it's like a big game of GeoGuessr, but AI's doing it now. This just came out a few months ago. Hold on. Yeah, November 25th. Niantic exec comments on the government's buying of all the Pokemon Go data. A recent comment from a Niantic executive over Pokemon Go data possibly being purchased by government doesn't really leave us at ease. In what feels like the latest edition of Technology is Not Your Friend news, Niantic executive gave commentary to governments and militaries buying data from Pokemon Go. So not just our government, but many governments are buying that data now. Word of this broke through 404 Media, who caught wind of a presentation given by Brian McClendon, Niantic's Senior Vice President of Engineering. McClendon was also formerly part of Google, where he was the co-creator of Google Earth, Street View, and Google Maps. So literally, they brought him in for his map experience, but that's what they were doing. They were just mapping the world and getting you to do it for them for free. The presentation coordinates of tomorrow, while spatial computing needs a new map, happened in Bellingfest earlier this month and was captured on video for you to watch. During the Q&A portion, a comment came from Bellingcat's open source analyst, a former British Army officer, Nick Waters, saying that LGM's large geospatial models would be unbelievably useful to the military, and asked if it was foreseeable for government and militaries to purchase the information from Niantic, to which he replied, "I could definitely see it." McClendon said, "I think the question is, would there be anything that they would do with it that would be outside of what a customer of or a Bellingcat would want to do with it? If the use case is identical, then that seems completely fine. If the use case is specific in the military and add an amplitude to war, then that's obviously an issue we would have. Not with enough money. If you're willing to sell it, then you're willing to sell it, right?" I don't know. Shit's wild. They got everybody else to walk around. And now hear this come out as well. Your Pokemon Go oh shit. Where'd this ad come from? Go away. Your Pokemon Go data, it's not just a game. Your Pokemon Go player data is training AI map models. Players of Pokemon Go may not have realized it, but they've been training more than their Pokemon. Niantic, the developer behind the popular mobile game Pokemon Go, announced last week it is building an AI model to map the entire physical world. This large geospatial model would utilize data collected from players to achieve spatial intelligence, the company said in a blog post. Pokemon Go first released in 2016 in an augmented reality game where players use their mobile phones to find and catch viral Pokemon in the real world. In the game, which has had more than 600 million downloads since release, players can also collect items at Pokestops. By the way, they literally admitted, so all they had you walk around outside, right, with your phone. And that was fine. They mapped. When they wanted to know what was in a building, for their data model, they literally just put a Pokemon gym in it. And then idiots went in there and recorded fucking everything. The bank, the mall, the museum, it didn't matter. Put a gym in it. People went in there and recorded it all. Niantic's model is training and processing data using geolocation information from scans players submitted to those real-world locations while playing Pokemon Go and other Niantic games. The scanning feature is optional, a company spokesperson said. It's optional, but it's automatically on. In an updated note added to the player's company original blog post about the new model, Niantic said, people have to visit a specifically publicly accessible location and click to scan. This allows Niantic to deliver new types of AR experiences for people to enjoy. Merely walking around playing our games does not train our AI model, allegedly. The developer over the past 5 years has been building a visual positioning system, VPS, which uses a single image from a phone to determine its position and orientation using a 3D map built from people scanning interesting locations in our games and in Scaniverse. Sounds kind of scary, huh? 10 million scan locations from around the world for use with its VPS, with about 1 million new scans every week. 1 million new scans every week. Wild. TikTok backed down to several users of the app swiftly sued to block the ban in May, arguing the legislation would suppress free speech for millions of Americans who use the platform. After a lower court upheld the ban, the Supreme Court agreed to hear TikTok's emergency request to either block or pause implementation of the law under a fast-track timeline just 9 days before the ban was slated to go into effect. President-elect Donald Trump did not immediately. But, so I saw people saying that Biden wants to leave it to Trump. But if the law was already supposed to, hasn't Biden already signed it? I'm not saying they can't put a pause on it or something, but didn't it already come across his desk and he fucking banned it? Yeah. On Wednesday, April 24th of 2024, Biden signed the law. That's the only reason it would go into effect. But he's saying that he won't enforce it. The law is signed. It's on the books, ready to go. But the Biden administration is claiming they will not enforce it until Trump takes office. The Biden administration doesn't plan to take action that forces TikTok to immediately go dark for U.S. users on Sunday, an administration official told ABC News. TikTok could still proactively choose to shut itself down that day, a move intended to send a clear message to the 170 million people it says use the app each month about the wide-ranging impact of the ban. But the Biden administration is now signaling it won't enforce the law that goes into effect one day before the president leaves office. Our position on this has been clear. TikTok should continue to operate under American ownership. Given the timing of when it goes into effect over a holiday weekend, a day before the inauguration, it will be up to the next administration to implement this, a White House official told ABC News. So it's still going to be there. It's still on the books. They might do it just for the press. TikTok might do it just for the press, saying, hey, we're following all U.S. laws. If you want it back on the books, you need to tell them. You need to call, right? You need to pressure them. You need to... That's a good piece of propaganda. But it doesn't look like the Biden administration is going to be calling fucking internet providers and tell them to shut it down. Yes, but he can't force it because he won't be there. He can enforce it the day it goes into effect. 100% he could. Laws get enforced the day they go into action unless he's choosing not to. Let's see. There's no sign that any of those conditions have been met. The law states that the president can grant a one-time extension delaying the ban for up to 90 days under 3 very specific conditions, though. TikTok must show it's on a path to executing a divestiture from its Chinese owner, or there must be evidence of significant progress towards a sale, or that progress must be sealed with relevant binding legal agreements. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Those are all ands. It has to be on a path to executing a divestiture. There has to be evidence of significant progress, and it must be in binding legal agreements. None of that's happened, though, but I guess he's still going to do it. There's no sign any conditions have been met. A group of Democrats in the House and Senate introduced a bill on Tuesday that would have given TikTok parent company ByteDance an additional 270 days to sell or divest, but Republican Senator Tom Cotton, chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, cited national security concerns and objecting to a request by sponsor Senator Ed Markey for the Senate to unanimously approve the extension on Wednesday. Senator Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said on the Senate floor on Thursday that it was stunning that Cotton blocked Markey's effort. So there was a guy that was one of the Democrats is going to give it a 270-day extension, but Tom Cotton shut that down. It's clear that more time is needed, Schumer said. We will continue to work to find a responsible solution to keeping TikTok going, protect American livelihoods, and protect against Communist Chinese Communist Party surveillance. We must and can do all 3. Schumer's office said he had also spoken directly to Biden to appeal for an extension. Biden signed the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversarial Controlled Applications Act, which is part of a massive $95 billion foreign aid package passed by Congress in April of last year. Biden and some congressional leaders argued that the ultimatum against TikTok was necessary because of security concerns about ByteDance and its connections to his Chinese government. Trump originally tried to ban TikTok in his first term, but has since reversed course, vowing during the 2024 presidential election to save the app. In a news conference in December, the president-elect said he had a warm spot in my heart for the app and gave it credit for helping him win over very young voters. Later in December, he asked the Supreme Court to delay the deadline so that he could work out a negotiated resolution that would save the app. Trump met with TikTok CEO Shu Chu, probably saying that wrong because that sounds weird, at his Mar-a-Lago club in Florida last month, and he plans to attend Trump's inauguration on Monday, sources told ABC News. On Wednesday, Florida Rep. Mike Waltz, Trump's pick for National Security Advisor, told Fox News that Trump was looking for options to preserve TikTok. Waltz was asked about a Washington Post report that Trump was considering an executive order to suspend enforcement of the law. Sources familiar with the discussions confirmed to ABC News that Trump's team has been talking about a plan, including a possible executive order to keep TikTok available. If the Supreme Court comes out with a ruling in favor of the law, President Trump has been very clear. Number 1, TikTok is a great platform many Americans use and has been great for his campaign and getting his message out. But number 2, he's going to protect their data. He's a deal maker, Waltz added. I don't want to get ahead of our executive orders, but we're going to create this space to put that deal in place. A majority of justices on the Supreme Court last week appeared inclined to uphold the law during oral arguments. Concerns about intelligence threats posed by China and potential future weaponization of the app seem to override concerns about potential infringement on free speech rights. Are we supposed to ignore the fact that the ultimate parent of TikTok is doing intelligence work? Chief Justice John Roberts asked the company's attorney. That's how the article ends. Damn. Shoo Choo. Doesn't sound like a real name. TikTok. Time's up, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I'm not going to get upset about it. I mean, fuck. It's not like I'm in charge of any of it. They haven't asked me once what I think about it. Assholes. Anyways, would you guys like to know the giant mystery that we have solved today?
Words for you.
There's a huge mystery that has been hanging over all of our heads, and now it's settled. We don't even have to guess anymore. We now know what's happening, which is pretty fucking amazing. So that's good.
What's going on, you guys? I'm not quitting TikTok, but TikTok is going to get shut down Sunday. And also, I'm making this video to ask for prayers. Going to the hospital to get checked for POTS. There's this woman on here, she does toxin. She has long blonde hair. And she has POTS, and I have one or two of the symptoms.
POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. He's got to be a hypochondriac, right? Like, there's this woman on here who says she has POTS and all the symptoms, and I have one symptom, so I'm going to the doctor today, the emergency room, to see if I got POTS.
Going to the hospital to get checked for POTS. There's this woman on here, she does toxin. She has long blonde hair, and she has POTS, and I have one or two of the symptoms.
I have one or two of the symptoms.
So she has 5 symptoms. So please keep me in y'all's prayers.
One of the symptoms is that you see stars when you stand up too quick because you have reduced blood volume and pressure. But everybody gets that occasionally, right?
Do not have POTS, but it's most likely I do.
I do not have POTS, but it's most likely I do, so please pray for him. What the fuck, dude? Lightheadedness, fainting, rapid heartbeat occasionally, which are relieved by lying down. God knows he loves to lay down. Why would he say, I have one or two symptoms of POTS? I do not have it, but most likely I do.
5 symptoms. So please keep me in y'all's prayers. I do not have POTS, but it's most likely I do. Peace out.
I do not have POTS, but it's most likely that I do. So this mystery concerns Scott. And I've been telling you guys for years, when Scott is in this shape right here, he is 100% butt-ass naked. For years, I've been saying that. He says he doesn't wear a shirt because it gets hot. This motherfucker is butt-ass fucking naked while he's making these creepy videos talking to your kids. He's butt-ass fucking naked because he's a disgusting degenerate.
What's up, everyone?
And now I have proof.
This video is about tools.
There may be some people that don't understand how vice grips work. He's about to do a demonstration. This is 1,000% not how vice grips work. So, if you see this, don't think this is how they work.
Y'all might think that these are pliers. No. Vice grips. The difference between vice grips and pliers, one, this is the dial.
Again, they would be, by definition, they would be pliers. They're torsion locking pliers probably, but by definition, they're pliers.
The dial right here, turn it, loosens it. Like this is loosened, the other way is tightened. And when you want to release, you can do it that. You can, if you want to release, just push it like that. Let me see here. And it has these grooves right here.
Sorry, I'm looking for a video. You just keep watching his lesson on pliers.
It's a little loose. All you have to do, put it on.
So this is 100% not how this works. So what you actually do is they are locking pliers, right? So you don't put it on something, see that it's a little loose, and then
Finally went to
put it
Costco.
back on there and then tighten the screw at the end. Instead, you would get them appropriately sized. You open them, tighten the screw, and then they've got a cam in them, so they like latch over, right? This is 100% not how to use them.
Do it like that. Twist to tighten. But it's not for used for canes. It's used for like water hoses.
Water hoses.
Clamp down something.
What's up, Sage?
Pliers. You do the same thing. Tightening hoses, like water hoses and stuff like that. Anyways, I'll talk with y'all later. Peace out.
Water hoses and stuff. I'll talk to you guys later.
Alright.
He's 100% naked. He's 100% naked. If you didn't believe me before, you're going to believe me after tonight, okay? He is 100% naked. 100%. Imagine what his chair smells like.
There is a black cherry too. There are 5 flavors. Here's the black cherry.
So he's eating warheads. But then if we go over to this page, okay? Go to this page. It's called WTF Am I Watching? What the fuck am I watching? Let's check out some of these Scott Rage videos.
That's why. I didn't have nothing on.
Well,
this guy pissed me off so bad.
Well, that's just
So the comment says, I saw his Franken beans. And he said, he starts us off by saying, that's why I did not have nothing on and that guy pissed me off. It's weird.
That's why. I didn't have nothing on.
Well,
this guy pissed me off so bad.
well, that's
I
just
turn on my
me.
camera and say,
I don't know.
this.
People need to quit.
I turned on my camera and said, eat this. So here's the scenario he's setting up. We don't know anything about the situation. He says, that's why I didn't have no clothes on. A guy pissed me off. I turned on my camera and said, eat this.
You tell them, tell them to ride out on the same source. I don't like when people are mean to you, Scott. I don't like it.
Yeah, he was saying about the
I don't like when people are mean to you.
Wolfpack, saying because I bought the.
So he was pretending like he was the president of the Wolfpack. So Scott literally turned his camera on, said, "Eat this bitch," took it from here to his crotch, and was tugging on that shit. Balls, shaft, everything, just tugging it up on a TikTok live stream. That there is a much larger than 0% chance that minors were watching.
Wolfpack. I shut down the Wolfpack, and because trolls and bullies was taking it over, so I shut
Trolls and bullies was taking it over.
Yeah, I don't like when people are mean to you.
I'm sending it to you right now, Sage.
Sorry, Scott.
Don't worry, I'll send it right directly to you.
It sounds like you're underwater.
I want you to watch it and report back.
Before TikTok got me. At least I left pretty quick, huh?
So he left before. He's literally saying he knows it's something he could be banned for, but he left before they could report him.
They got me,
Yeah. Well, people need to not be. I can't stand when people are mean
Sage, check your Discord.
to you. I don't get it. Like,
we live in a cruel world. People are just rude.
We do.
So here's how they were being rude to him. Scott says he shut down the Wolfpack and it doesn't exist. And Vox said, "Well, I'm starting it back up, and me and Kilo are going to be presidents of the new Wolfpack." And Scott says, "Eat this bitch," and drags his dick across the cell phone camera.
And you know what? The best way to look at it is they're just miserable themselves, so they've got to be
Sage better watch it. You better not be a pussy.
that way to someone else.
Yeah, I got
Nothing personally.
Misery loves company.
I got a joke for you, Amber.
Let me hear it.
Your butt crack goes up and down, not side to side, right?
Oh, not my butt. Yeah.
Well, if you
worried,
go
damn
down
it.
the slide, if it's side to side, it'll go.
Hell yeah, Scott.
I love it.
I love
it. Yeah,
And I'm at work.
Come
Was that even a joke?
here. Oh, yeah. Sarah HR.
I got y'all in my ears.
All right, now obviously I can't show you the video, okay? Because he does full-on cock and ball stretching. It looks like Stretch Armstrong if Stretch Armstrong smelled like a dumpster. But I can let you listen to it.
For those in the back that haven't heard it for the 1,000th time that he said it now.
Scott.
Go ahead, Scott. Say it again.
Nah, fuck you. Eat this, bitch. Eat this. Eat that, bitch.
Well, that's one way to forever
Fuck
lose.
you, bitch.
Scott, that's one way to forever lose your account. Okay.
And if you're not a pussy, looking at you, chat, if you're not a pussy, chat, if you're not a pussy, if you got a hair on your nutsack, you may or may not check out my Discord, where you can get a whole eye full of that stink worm, okay? Okay? Back to the show. Anyways, there's more of him freaking out. He thinks he's... Oh, by the way, this dude's definitely jacking it. This is another guy that has an internet girlfriend.
It's like, yeah, I want to see my sexy girl. Baby, I want you right now.
So there's this account called Harley Wiltrout, and it looks like a 50-year-old single mom who he's never met, who has no videos, just a profile picture, and he's beating it on a live stream to her.
Baby, I want you right now. I want to get a house somewhere and live with my angel.
He's definitely beating it, right?
Harley.
Those are beating it sounds. Don't worry, there's more.
That's what I'm praying for. Like, yeah. Harley. I want to kiss you, Harley. Harley.
Oh, Cindy saw it. She left a vomit emoji. Cindy saw it. I don't put these people on the internet. They put themselves on the internet, and somehow the universe sends them to me.
What really makes a buck happy is having his dough.
What would make a big buck like you happy? Having that dough. All right, so now we're back on Scott videos. Now, this is him talking. This is after the Great Dickening, okay? He's under so he made his account private and come back under an account called Adam because he was afraid people were going to report it. Rightfully so. He did it, right? Rightfully so. He shared his dick on live stream where they easily could have been minors there, right? You only have to claim to be 13 to get a TikTok account. How would you feel if your daughter or your son was just scrolling through live stream and they saw this dumbass stretching his goddamn ball sack over his dick, screaming, "Eat this, bitch! Eat this!"
That's bitch. Don't make me turn on whoever it is.
PR, you bet you saw it.
Because I will destroy everything. And I will take all of your accounts.
That's why I keep a top hat for mine. Custom fitted, little chin strap. I don't have the turtleneck, right? I got it all trimmed back, nice and proper. So he's got a little top hat and a little strap goes underneath his chin.
Yeah, let's not do that, guys. Let's not
tempt me.
Bug Dude saw it. Brandy saw it.
Do not tempt me, motherfuckers. Do not tempt me, you cocksucking bitches. Rock is stupid. He's a retarded, stupid bitch.
There is something so crazy. So fucking crazy. Look, I use the term retard all the time. I would never, ever, 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 ever use it to, like, put somebody down that has a mental disability. It's just a term I grew up with, and you could say I'm a bigot or whatever, but I just use it, right? Sorry. I would never use it for someone to put someone down like that, right? But there's something so wild about Scott Rogers doing a video where he can't get dicks off his brain. He said that's all he thinks about is how delicious they are, and he's scared to come out to his dad, and then calling someone else an F-slur. Or the way he exists, and then calling someone else a retard. I'm at a loss. I don't know what to say. There's something so wild about that. While also fascinating.
Let's calm down.
Nah, you need to unmod that bitch. You need to unmod him.
That's not Scott. That's Adam.
So this person tries to play dumb. Like, obviously she knows it's Scott. They've been talking for like an hour. She's like, that's not Scott. That's Adam. Right? So people won't report him. He's hiding his real account, right? Scott is so oblivious to the fact that she's being sarcastic. He's like, no, April, it really is me, Scott.
Yeah, it is me, April.
Hey, let's turn his... I think... You saw him with the camera on, right?
Look here. There was no more... There was no more war pack. I shut that bitch down.
So someone says, so the wolf pack is back with Kilo and Vok. April.
Is he unmodded?
Scott, I'm trying to...
Wolfpack is back with Kilo.
Scott, I'm trying to do something. Hold on.
Nah.
Hi, Mila.
Mila's here, Scott. Hold on.
Unmod his goddamn ass.
Ooh, why are we yelling?
Because of goddamn Michael James Green.
Oh, not the government. Hold on. I don't
fucking bitch.
Okay, Scott.
I don't know why we have to throw out the government name here.
Yeah, can we just chill out?
That's his name.
Okay, but you don't see me calling you Scott Jerome Rogers.
Lucas gave him a timeout, I guess.
For 5 seconds.
Can you just calm down for a minute?
You're a mom.
Nah, fuck you, Lucas. You go suck your dad's dick too, bitch.
I think so. Scott basically says what he's feeling and what he's doing outside of it. So he always throws around the F slur, but we know that. I mean, we've seen the Reddit video, right? The Motel 6 with Leroy Jenkins. I think he's got this stuck in his head. Something about giving fellatio to his own father. I've said some heinous shit to people. Some shit that I knew as soon as it came out of my mouth, this will break them, right? In 30 years from now, they'll be sitting back with a therapist pointing at this, what I'm about to say, as the moment that everything changed from them. And I've never said, suck your daddy's own dick. Ever. And I've said about everything else.
Scott, this is very unbecoming. I think we just need to calm down.
You know what? I'm leaving all groups. Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves, bitches.
Your mama. See, I didn't even want to say that. You made me say that.
Box.
All right, so he's having some tough days here. Now, somehow, Gold's big fan of the show. Okay, Gold Zeo Ranger, big fan of the show. Somehow, Gold Zeo Angel talked Scott into only shaving half of his face. Can you see it? Talked Scott into shaving half of his face. And like the legendary villain Two-Face, Scott is now going by the moniker Two Shave. I mean, he didn't do a very good job, but still, this side is shaven, this side is not. Now watch this.
Yeah, I can see it better.
You have a ring light.
Yep. And the ring folds to the back.
Oh, that's cool.
What's up, boiled bones?
They're trying to convince him, this female here is trying to convince him to do his head and the rest of his body, too.
Then show the other side. Bam.
Me to shave.
Hey, somehow he missed all of his mustache.
Yes.
You want me to tell who said the name, or do you?
You can do it.
You want me to tell him who told the name, or you want to?
I want you to do it.
Gold.
Damn.
Gold.
Yep, he's right.
That name suggestion.
Yep.
God damn, his ears are dirty, dude.
And Scott thought it was a great idea too.
Oh my goodness.
I use Q-tips every fucking day. And have an in-ear camera that I use to clean shit out of my ears. Like I can't handle this dark and murky shit. It's bothering me already.
That's really, really.
Great name. So
So what's the Scott? Why don't you do like? Because you only did your face. Why don't you do? Would it be half of? Why don't you do half?
She's trying to describe half of your body, not your head. All this hair on your body. It doesn't make any sense.
I think this is good enough.
Yeah. Are you just gonna leave it on your face, or you're gonna do your head too? Or
it might be too unbalanced.
I mean,
we have a response from Sage. Sage responded to the video with 3 simple words. Guess the words, chat.
Not your head.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep it like this.
Look at that, guys. It's pretty awesome. And then he
Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna go. I gotta call this person back.
What made you do half?
Hey, Scott, do the side profile for the other side real quick.
Quick side profile. Here we go. Boom.
Look at that, guys.
All right, well, I gotta go.
Amazing. Touche.
All right, thanks, Scott.
All right, so now Scott's been having some trouble in the love department. Okay, we haven't got there yet. That's table yoga. It's going to be these videos up here. It's probably going to be these last 2, but there's 1, 2. We got 5 to watch here.
Yes, we got it, John.
All right, so he's got those vice grips back.
What happened?
I ate breakfast.
Did
I hate you? I hate you was the response. I told him I needed a public response. People want to know, what do you think of this dick?
Oh my God, what is that?
Oh my God, Scott pulled his tongue out.
Moan Stephanie!
Drop it on his flat foot,
He's on all these live streams with half his face shaved, none of his back.
Doubles.
And he has that weird infected hair right in the center of his chest. I'm not gonna lie, dude, I get bumps on my chest and shit. Like fucking, I got chest hair, so like every once in a while I want to get like ingrown. It's like a fucking whitehead or whatever. I don't shut down the emergency room for 3 hours, right? I just fucking pop it, pull the hair out or whatever, and go on with my life.
Doubles. Oh my God. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Mama John. Yes, we got it, John. What happened, Scotty? I missed what you did. Oh my.
So there you go. He pulled his tongue off. Now what's going on?
Quit TikTok. I'm just gonna quit.
Okay. There's a woman in the chat named Tracy. And Scott thinks that he owns Tracy. And Scott has just found out that Tracy said good morning to someone before Tammy. Sorry. Tammy said good morning to someone before she told Scott good morning. Then she fell back asleep. And she hasn't even told Scott good morning. And it's been over 3.5 minutes. That's where we pick up at. Here we go.
Quit TikTok. I'm just going to
quit it.
Stop it. TikTok
I'm quitting.
TikTok needs you, Scotty.
TikTok can go to hell.
Oh my God.
By the way, someone in the comments, which I agree with, enough with the coddling of this douchebag racist punk. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's playing the system. Scott is not a good person. And then the poster of this said, exactly, I agree.
Oh my God. Guys, what do we need for the doubles? Scotty, cheer up.
I said Tracy wrong. It's Tammy. Sorry, that was my fault.
Up. No, Rumple. Franken Beans is not.
Someone said, are these not the 2 biggest panhandlers on this fucking app? You have the twice-baked potato as a human. That's Scott, twice-baked potato. And a paraplegic fraud mooching off everyone every day. Someone said, at least Kermit is funny. Then Eric says he's a racist baked potato. Well, I used to like twice-baked potatoes. Not anymore, says Carlos. Bro, that's all this app is, full of moochers and panhandlers that don't want to work. I hope they do ban this app. Dude, I'll tell you what. There are people that have made their business and livelihoods and shit, like their legitimate business, made it go viral on TikTok, and congratulations to them. And there's people that are upset that it's leaving. The one people I haven't even seen slow the fuck down are the people trying to sell me some shit from the TikTok shop. I think they cranked it up since the ban. It's insane. They're trying to make 4 cents off selling me a $300 diesel heater. And I get 30 of their videos an hour.
Oh, no, they're starting to turn him up. What do we need, Scotty? Cheer up.
I cheer up when she says good morning to me first.
I chill up when she says good morning to me first.
That's when I'll cheer up. Me 5 people.
Yes, we got it. I don't know where she's at, Scotty. I think she went to bed.
I have to zoom in for this, folks.
Stephanie. Guys, crush the doubles.
Time to turn on the waterworks. Hold on.
Out. They're non-existent. We wouldn't.
Here they come.
No, the White Rangers can't win a game. She's over here. No, she's not, Meatloaf. Tammy, are you over here?
He turned up his light so you can see him get upset. Hold on.
Thank you, Stephanie. Guys, let's see if we can get our first Galaxy. Thank you, Rumble. Thank you, Rumble. West Coast, good morning. Thank you, Rumble. Use the doubles. Use the doubles.
Might as well just quit.
Scotty, would you cheer up and stop? Thank you, Stephanie. Guys, help Scotty with the doubles. He's just
so Scott's not, or I'm sorry, Kermit.
He's just up.
Kermit is not part of Scott's pity party, so he's got to turn it up, boys. He's got to make it bigger.
Tammy got him upset. He's got a big heart, and she hurt his feelings. Oh my God! Jen says Tammy's with her. Doubles, 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 doubles. Use the doubles.
I'm just quitting TikTok.
Oh, and Kermit's getting donations, and Scott's not. So it's 3,400 to 400. And Kermit just got a Galaxy, so Scott will definitely be crying.
Shelby! No, you can't, Scotty. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Stephanie.
You done hurt my feelings for the last time.
No, Scotty, stop it.
An imaginary person online that's only a profile pic he's never talked to on the phone or in real life or met. Right? Just a profile picture. Just a profile picture. And he's fallen in love with Tammy.
I'm sure she'll make it up to you. Use the doubles. Use the doubles. Thank you, Stephanie.
I don't know how she could ever make it up to me. She sends me a message and says good morning every day. That's all I've ever heard from her. Here we go. Water. Oh, no!
Use the doubles. Use the doubles. Use the doubles.
Tammy!
You're up.
He looks like he's about to fucking explode, dude. And Kermit just got another Galaxy.
Shelby! Oh, my God. Scotty! Please. Thank you, Shelby. Scotty, don't cry. For the love of God, cheer up. Maybe you could tick me.
This is because a person he's never met before, he heard. He didn't even see it. He heard this person he's never fucking met before said good morning to someone else before saying good morning to him 5 minutes ago.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Shauna. Oh, my God. We crushed him. Let me give a shout out to my Shelby.
He looks crushed.
Thank you so much, Shelby. I got you.
He's able to hold back the tears long enough to thank his donators, though.
Donna, Ruffle, Stefello, John, Donna, what WTF, and the Tapper.
Look, here he comes.
Don't cry, Scotty.
My feelings are hurt.
I know, buddy. I'm sorry.
Tom, Walls, Tappers, go get those.
What if you
Tom, Walls, Tapples, go get us. My feelings is hurt.
I don't feel like it.
You don't even want to tickle me? What about lick me? You love to lick me?
I don't feel like doing anything.
Scotty, cheer up. I'm going to try to cheer you up.
And he does another battle while he's crying. That's weird. You think if he's this upset, he would need to get off the app and calm down. No, he does another battle immediately.
Hey, military wife, guys, somebody go over and cheer Scotty up. Please, cheer him up.
Oh, and now Kermit's telling people to go over there and donate to him to cheer him up. That's weird.
Go, Scotty.
I'm done with TikTok.
Hatred, Scotty. No, you're not. TikTok's your career.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Your Quill. It's your Quill.
No, I don't.
He is there, Shauna. Tammy broke his heart.
Quit TikTok. I'm just going to quit.
Be nice.
Now he's completely back to normal. Weird.
Baby, you're really upsetting me. If you care about our friendship, you'll...
Did you hear that in the background? Listen. Did you hear that in the background? Listen very closely what's playing in the background.
Be nice. Baby, you're really upsetting
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message service.
me. If you care about our friendship, you'll stop acting like this.
I
oh my
want
God.
to get the belt.
Well, maybe when you're nice, I'll give you the belt. But you're not being nice. You're being mean. And you need to stop.
So they have a belt. They go back and forth of best out of 5 or first one to win 5 or something. And Scott just demands that he wins even when he loses.
You know what?
But Kermit's using Scott as much as Scott's using Kermit, right? These are his most watched battles. People donate to Kermit just to piss off Scott. Like they're all using each other.
Stop, Scotty. You know what you're gonna do. You're gonna regret it. Now stop. Be nice.
Well, tell your team to be nice and let me win one.
Scotty,
let me win the belt.
We might give you the belt later, but we're not gonna let you win. I have no control over that.
Please, Clement's team, let me win. No more sending him gifts.
What? Scotty, I have no control over this. Oh my God, Heather, thank you.
I will fucking get everybody.
Scotty, stop now. You're gonna call me and say you apologize. Now act right, act nice. Oh my God, thank you, Blue. Howie!
I'm just gonna delete my account. I'm just gonna
Stop it, Scotty. You're overreacting.
Not again.
You're not being nice at all. Thank you, Jin. I gave you 2 chances to be nice, Scotty. I know you're upset, but you got to stop.
Did everybody go watch the video over on Discord? It's required reading. Prerequisite.
There ain't no better days today.
Yes, there is. There's other days.
When we get done, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Okay, if you want to delete your account over a game of battle, then so.
But you're probably saying, Will, this video is like from 3 months ago. And he's still wearing the same shirt. And to that, I would say yes. He has only worn this shirt for 3 months.
At the end, why don't you just hand it to me?
You know when you're nice, I give you the belt. You know that. And I will give you the...
How do I know he doesn't launder it? Because he doesn't have a wash machine and dryer. He set the last one on fire. They moved to a new apartment, and they still don't have one.
Belt when you act nice.
I'm sorry I'm acting like this, but you had it for way too long. It's time for me to have it.
My team, they want to see me keep it. But
No.
You got to act nice.
No.
Now stop.
I've just been texting the video out to random phone numbers all morning.
I've given you the belt when you've acted nice and deserved it. But you know, Elmo and I are waiting to battle.
Yeah, but I wanted to try one way last time.
I've given you 2 opportunities. And I told you last game. I was battle. Scotty, I'm
going to keep rematching.
No, I'm not. I'm going to battle.
By the way,
and you're going to stop.
He's won every round. Scott's won 0.
Over the belt.
When you're nice, I will give you the belt.
Just give me the belt.
I'm nice today, so I'm not giving you the belt today. You've got to be nice. That's all you got to do. Is continue to be nice like you have been. That's it. Thank you, Blue.
No one's ever told him no. That's the problem.
That's all you got to do, Scotty, is listen. Listen with your brain and your heart. You will be all right.
I'm listening with my heart.
You will get the belt.
Yeah.
Fucking 3-year-olds don't act like this.
Your team does not listen to your heart. No, I don't give 2 shits about your team.
Oh my God, he's still acting mean. Acting mean.
I'm very pissed off.
No, you're sad. No, you're hurt.
Switch.
Scotty, ace with the money gun. Zip it. Be nice.
You're no more.
Scotty, you need to stop.
Scott's not here anymore.
Max, stop it, Max. Breathe.
Max the demon.
Max, this is not Scotty. Oh my gosh, thank you for the money gun. You are not... Scotty, get out of there. Oh no, well, it is what it is. He would be nice.
You want to watch the last couple? We might as well. We're already here.
Scotty, whatever you want the score to be, that's fine. But I know what it was. Everybody over here is saying we had 1 nuggie. Whatever you want, buddy. Thank you, Jimmer. I wouldn't lie to you, Scotty. I remember I had 1 nuggie. Thank you, Honest. Trevor with another galaxy. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you,
Dog Walker Scott.
She told you.
That's probably the best guy.
Dooley. Oh my God, you guys are crushing it. He probably win this. Country Mama. He's probably going to win this. Thank you, Jimmer. Gloves or no gloves, Scotty?
Gloves.
All right, gloves. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Dooley. Thank you, Jimmer. Guys, help Scotty with his speed. What do we need, Scotty? Red Rocket! What's up, buddy? There's the glove.
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
I promise. I wouldn't lie to you, Scotty.
I said if I'm wrong.
Thank you, Trevor. What do we need,
110.
Scotty?
110.
Oh, crap. A hand heart and a tiny diamond. Thank you, Jimmer. Thank you, Jimmer. Thank you, Honest. We got it. Use the glove. Use the glove. Thank you, Honest. Oh, guys, anytime you want to turn Scotty up, he's being really nice lately. Thank you, Jimmer. Get ready. I hope you got it, Scotty. Thank you, Trevor.
Yes.
Flat foot.
Oh, heck no. Thank you, Jimmer.
With a 2-ton dumbbell, I'm dropping on his flat foot.
No, thank you, Jimmer. Guys, they're wanting the 5 nuggies, I promise.
It's 3,000 to 200.
Thank you, Jimmer. Guys, you can't use gloves. Scuba, welcome in. Scotty.
And also, my eyes might have been playing tricks on me. You may never know, right?
That's right. Red Rocket! Oh, my God, Red Rocket, thank you. Thank you, Red Rocket.
It's 5,000 to 200.
Trevor, thank you.
No new jokes, no.
Why did the duck go to prison?
Because he was on Quack.
He was selling Quack. You knew? Did I tell you that one? Thank you, honest. Red Rocket!
I thought it was because he was on Quack.
It might be that. Thank you, Red Rocket. Thank you, honest. You might be right, Scotty. Your jokes are way better than mine anyway. Thank you, Red Rocket. Thank you, Dooley.
Here's a joke I think I can do. Why did the rocket explode early?
No idea.
Because they just did not want to go into space.
Why did the rocket explode, Owie? Because it just did not want to go into space.
Thank you, Dooley. That's a good one, Scotty.
Yeah.
You have any more?
No, I just came up with that one.
That's pretty good, Scotty.
I could tell.
Elon Musk joke. Samples? You did say we can use gloves or no, Scotty?
Yeah, I did say yeah.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Jimmer. Thank you, Jimmer. Thank you, Dooley. Guys, watch out for Scotty snipers.
God damn,
Why
dude.
do cowgirls walk bow-legged? Because cowboys always eat. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Tina. Oh, my God, that's hilarious. Use the glove, use the glove, use the glove.
I'm going to do something, doing a new effect.
God. Gosh, the Packers almost won last night. Use the glove, use the glove, use the glove.
Oh, my God, it straightened his face out.
Come on.
What?
Look.
What in the world, Scotty?
It's a new effect.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my God, I think we got him. Let me give a shout-out to my MVP, Red Rocket, Jimmer, Honest Dave, Country Mama Samantha, and the Tappers.
All right, try this. GG3, Bean, Tappers, go Skippers. Thanks.
Military wife. All right, Scotty, this is the cooldown. This is the 500-point quiet game, right? Whatever you want to... You stop it. You do not act
Freedom
like
of
that.
speech.
Freedom of speech!
Stop it. Thank you,
Freedom of speech.
Whatever, Scotty. Whatever.
No, it's not no goddamn whatever.
Love you too. You got Tina to leave, Scotty. Thank you. Thank you, Tina. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That is a pull.
No, you told her that's enough.
It does not matter. She's right. Get over it.
And that's for me.
Baby. You're acting like a baby.
No.
Yes. Freedom of
And it's
speech.
times 3, so we're going to beat your ass.
Okay, we'll see. Crush the triples. Guys,
I can't believe he pulled his dick out and said, eat on this, bitch.
Together and smoke him.
It's 4 people, guys. Let's beat this dumb ass.
4 roses. Yeah, right. Everybody work together. Everybody work together on the doubles. That's how we win games doubles. Thank you, JD. Everybody work right.
You okay, baby?
Everybody work together. Everybody work together on the doubles. That's how we win games doubles. Thank you, JD. Everybody work together on the triples. Triples. Save it for the 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 triples. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Tracy. Everybody save it for the triples. Oh, my God.
No.
Johnny G.
No, fuck this. We're not battling more. No, you think,
I didn't know they were going to drop the glove.
No, you told him no glove. You think,
I didn't know they were going to drop the glove.
No, yes, we're not battling more. No. You think,
I didn't know they were going to drop the glove.
No, you told him no gloves.
I told him no gloves.
Cheater.
We're not cheating. I didn't know they were going to drop the gloves.
You're a fucking cheater.
Whatever, Scotty.
I'm blocking you. We're not battling any longer,
Okay,
bitch.
owned.
Retard. I hope you lose your goddamn job, bitch.
Use the triples. Use the triples. Thank you, dog. Thank you, Josh. We're the champs. Thank you, Justin. Yes! We won that. Thank you, guys. Stop it. You do not act like that.
Damn, he ended up blocking him. That's wild. Anyways, the video's over on Discord. I don't know what else to say. That is Scott Rogers, everybody. We have decided. So he's always naked. 100% he's always naked. Right? I called it when we first found him like 2 years ago. He's always naked. Every time we get a glimpse of his leg, there was never any clothing. Ever. Ever any clothing anywhere. I called it that he was butt-ass naked. That he was butt-ass naked. Then we got this one slip here I don't know if you guys remember this one. We got this one little slip where he tried to blow the camera a kiss, right? Clearly we've blacked out the important bits. And now he's just in a live stream. The guy makes him mad, and he tries to tug his fucking ball sack over his head. Like that fucking hockey move where you're fighting a hockey player and you pull a jersey over his head. So he's trying to do with his ball sack. So I don't know what to tell you. He's 100%, even when he's singing fancy. Even when he's singing fancy, he's 100% naked. Oh, shit. That's the little thing I do. Damn it, dude. It's been a wild few days. I don't know what to say. It's been a wild few days. No wonder they're getting rid of TikTok. I can honestly understand. I understand why they're trying to get rid of TikTok. It kind of makes sense, to be honest with you. Congress has probably seen Scott's dick. That's probably what's going on. Exactly. We had some, I told you everybody's dropping a diss track, right? I don't know if you guys have seen it, but everybody's dropping a diss track. Ryan put one out. Adam Calhoun put one out on Ryan. Like 4 people came out against Ryan up church. And today, you won't believe it, Roseanne Barr dropped a diss track. His grundle's a matter of national security. I wouldn't doubt it. Where you think fucking China virus came from? Roseanne Barr dropped a diss track on Eminem. If you haven't heard it, you're about to. That is Roseanne Barr. That is Roseanne Barr and Tom McDonald in their new song called Daddy's Home, where they call out Eminem. It's what MAGA loves, guys.
We want you mad.
A grundle? You never heard grundle? Google it. And then I'm feeling lucky.
It's done. Too bad. Boo-hoo. So sad. Now your daddy's home. We want you mad. You cry. We laugh. We wave the flag. Now your daddy's home. Thank God that we're back. Couldn't take another 4 years. That's a wrap. I can take a bath in your tears. That's a fact. You got lipstick all on your beard. You're a man. That is cap. That is cap. 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 You pretending you're accepting. That's an act. That's an act. You hear pat. Pat.
You don't know what a diss track is? You've never heard the word diss track.
If you want our freedom, come and take it back. Bet you can. We want.
He's a Canadian, right?
Too bad. Ooh, so sad. Now your daddy's home. We want you mad. You cry. We laugh. We wave the flag. Now your daddy's
They try to cancel me and say that I'm a racist. Got a mean hook. They can't get me with that jab.
With the jab.
Trying to take a
I got a mean hook. They can't get me with a jab.
You cry. We laugh. We wave the flag.
They try to cancel me and say that I'm a racist. Got a mean hook. They can't get me with that jab.
With the jab.
Trying to take away my right to go and say this. Well, listen up, cause this gun is going bad. With the facts, 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 facts. Why they trying to turn Becky into Dan? You get
While they trying to turn Becky into Dan.
Why they trying to turn Becky into Dan? You get screw Eminem. I'm Roseanne.
Screw Eminem, bitch. I'm Roseanne. I got a mean hook. They can't get me with a jab.
They try to cancel me and say that I'm a racist. Got a mean hook. They can't get me with that jab. Trying to take away my right to go and save this. Well, listen up, cause this gun is going bad. With the facts. Why they trying to turn Becky into Dan? You get screw Eminem. I'm Roseanne.
We won, you mad, it's done, too bad, ooh, so sad. We won, you mad, you cry, we laugh, we wave the flag. If you mad about it, go and cry about it.
Yes, that is Roseanne's big flat ass dancing beside Tom McDonald's. And in a bit, he starts smacking it.
Ooh, so sad. We won, you mad, you cry, we laugh, we wave the flag. If you mad about it, go and cry about it. Shave your head and wear a shirt that says you're woke.
There he is. He's smacking it. Look how flat that... I mean, her scoliosis is bigger than her ass. There's no shame in these fucking maggots, dude. It should have been ingrained at some point, right?
Head and wear a shirt that says you're woke. If you can't handle a lot of facts and make up lies about it, say goodbye to Joe, your daddy's coming home. Coming home! We won, you mad, it's done, too bad, boo-hoo, so sad, now your daddy's home. We won, you mad, you cry, we laugh, we wave the flag, now your daddy's home.
He's Canadian. When he says we won, what does that mean?
We won, you mad, it's done, too bad, boo-hoo, so sad, now your daddy's home.
I think that's her son right there in the car. Isn't that her son? In the passenger seat there?
We won, you mad, you cry, we laugh, we wave the flag, now your daddy's home.
I wonder if Trump's going to do rallies all through his presidency like he did the first time. Michael, did you see Scott Rogers video? He tugs it. Lyrical genius.
All right, I want to break down something incredibly important today. There's one word that's been skyrocketing in the Google search engine over the past week as Americans across the country try to wrap their heads around its meaning, and I'd like to really do a deep dive on it today. So just to lay the groundwork, we all know that Elon Musk is expected to use office space in the White House complex once Trump takes office in a few days. And this isn't because he was elected by anybody, it's because he bought his way in. He spent $200 million of his own wealth on Trump's campaign. He rented a headquarters in Pennsylvania so he could go knock doors himself. He also held a giveaway, $1 million giveaway for people who voted in red counties, and this was all after he basically blew $44 billion on Twitter as it hemorrhaged money. I guess he didn't blow the money because look where it got him, into the White House. Now, that also connects with the corporations and billionaires who are bankrolling Trump's inauguration. Some of the richest people in the country have poured hundreds of millions of dollars into Donald Trump's presidential inaugural committee. Just listen to this for 1 second. Obama's inauguration in 2009 was worth $53 million. Trump's inauguration is going to be 4 times that amount because people like Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, people like OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, or Mark Zuckerberg.
Carrie Underwood's doing the inauguration. I saw that. Of course, Lee Greenwood. The Village people.
Zuckerberg or the Uber CEO or Ken Griffin, who's a hedge fund manager, Elon Musk, they are all donating a massive amount of money to Trump's inauguration fund. And you can probably see where I'm going with this, but I do want to say that rich people meddling with politics has been a thing since the inception of America. It's not always inherently bad. People like George Soros have used their money for good, but in this scenario, it's getting quite scary. For example, Bezos, the world's second richest man, said, quote, Trump seems to have a lot of energy around reducing regulation, and if I can help him do that, I'm going to help him, Bezos said. We do have too much...
It's some type of weird fixation. And then the way Tucker Carlson's like, Daddy's coming home and you're going to get the spanking you deserve. Like, it was so fucking sexualized. I swear to God, Tucker Carlson is like the person they scripted on Fox News to be the cool kid. But when you meet him, he's like the weirdest motherfucker alive. Like, Fox News had him like in this box where he was like the cool outlaw kind of. But then, like, when he got out on he's so fucking weird, right? The way he laughs, the way he acts, the way he reacts to stuff, the things he says. It's so fucking weird.
Regulation in this country, says the world's second richest man. Their message is clear. When Trump takes a presidential oath of office on January 20th, his job is to work for them. This dude ran a campaign as a populist who's going to help the American people, yet he has all of these rich people at his inauguration with $1 million tables, and that's why this article was brought to my attention. Searches for what is an oligarchy spike after Biden's warning.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Biden gave his farewell address about 2 days back, and he just straight up said,
time to find out.
We are turning into an oligarchy. I'll play the clip in 1 second, but after that, we saw a massive spike in the Google search trends. So this website right here is named Google Trends. It's run by Google, and you can see how people search things, what rate they searched at. What is an oligarchy is what I have typed in right here, and the interest over time spikes from about 1 or 0, to 100 after Biden gave his farewell address. You can even see the dark blue states are states where there were extra searches, and we're seeing a lot of searches in red states. So in Indiana, you see 89 out of
West Virginia.
100. Alabama, 91 out of 100. Georgia, 86, compared to the interest before being at about 1. For a while, it was at 0. No one was searching what this was in late December. And the top related result down here is Joe Biden. So Joe Biden's farewell address directly opened
related result, the top related result.
A lot of people's eyes. So I'd like to dive a little bit deeper into what an oligarchy is. I know I've talked about it a lot on the show. I've drawn parallels to Russian oligarchs and the way that people entrench their power with wealth, but I'm not sure if I've ever done a full video laying out the definition and then building on top of that to show everyone the situation that we're in. So make sure you drop a like, subscribe, watch this video till the end. If you're going to share any video with your family or your MAGA family members, it should probably be this one. I'm not even.
In its most basic form, an oligarchy is just a small group of people that have control, right? It's usually the rich and powerful and blah blah blah. They get together, right? And you might even have a figurehead like a president, like Vladimir Putin is in charge of Russia, right? He's the president of Russia. But there is a group of extremely wealthy people in like St. Petersburg and Moscow that he knows if he pisses those people off, he'll just fucking disappear.
I'm going to be talking about Trump as much in this video. It's just about the broad state of America.
In fact, it's so bad that Russia implemented a draft to help with their war in Ukraine, and then they had to keep bumping those numbers up. And then as soon as it started reaching some money, some people's great grandkids or grandkids that have money in Moscow and St. Petersburg, draft was done. It was over. They started going to prisons and dragging people out.
Politics. So, what is an oligarchy? Well, Britannica says oligarchy, government by the few, especially despotic power exercised by a small and privileged group for corrupt or selfish purposes. Oligarchies in which members of the ruling group are wealthy or exercise their power through their wealth are known as plutocracy. So you could also say that we're slowly turning into a plutocracy, but oligarchy is a term that Biden used, so we'll just keep digging in on that. There's also this article that talks about how Putin conquered Russia's oligarchy. They used to be run purely by an oligarchy, but Vladimir Putin said to the rich people, either you're loyal to me or you go to prison. Isn't that basically what Trump said about Mark Zuckerberg? I mean, Mark Zuckerberg very clearly began going along with what Trump was saying after Trump said he may put him in prison. And Trump was even asked, do you think it's because of your threats against Zuckerberg that he's now a Republican? And Trump said,
here's a valid question you can ask people about Elon Musk. Could you imagine if George Soros donated a tenth of his personal wealth to have Joe Biden elected or Kamala Harris elected? They won. And then he has billions of dollars in government contracts, and there's the George Soros office open in the White House where he works out of every day. Would you be okay with that?
said, yeah, probably. So let me read this really quickly. In the summer of 2000, 21 of the richest men in Russia exited their bulletproof limousines and entered the Kremlin for a historic meeting. In the previous decade, these men had risen seemingly out of nowhere, amassing spectacular fortunes as the country around them descended into chaos. Through shady deals, outright corruption, and even murder, these rapacious oligarchs, as Russians have come to derisively call them, had
So Putin did get through the oligarchy, technically. Sorta. It's kind of like mutually assured destruction, right? They could literally destroy him altogether, But he could also make it really difficult for them and imprison them and fuck with their kids and shit. Right? Putin's known to have people assassinated. Obviously. It's kind of like mutually, they exist together. He doesn't step on their toes too much, and they don't step on his toes too much, basically.
Seized control of much of Russia's economy and increasingly its fledgling democracy. But now their nation's newly elected president, Vladimir Putin, wanted to tell them face to face who was really in charge. Quote, I want to draw your attention to the fact that you built the state yourself to a great degree through the political or semi-political structures under your control. So there's no point in blaming the reflection in the mirror. Putin offered the oligarchs a deal. Bend to my authority, stay out of my way, and you can keep your mansions, super yachts, and private jets, and
I've been trying to cut calories again to keep losing weight. And man, I fucking feel so tired today.
billion-dollar corporations that
no energy.
A few years before had been owned by the Russian government. In the coming years, the oligarchs who reneged on this deal and undermined Putin will be thrown into a Siberian prison or be forced into exile or die in suspicious circumstances. Now, this is obviously an extreme example. The U.S. is not Russia. And people who are saying that we are already Russia are sort of just obeying in advance. I mean, a lot of my commenters are like, oh, Adam, it's so cute of you to think that we're ever going to have another election again. That is a form of obeying in advance. Just admitting that we're never going to have an election before Trump even takes office means, in a way, you are obeying in advance and you're just...
By the way, they asked his nominee for attorney general if Trump would be eligible to run again, and she said, not unless we change the Constitution.
Giving up. You're being that cynical. We need to keep fighting. We are not Russia. And I know people in the comments are going to be like, Adam, we basically are Russia. We're not. We're not Russia yet. Trust me. Quote, these individuals have enriched themselves at the expense of the Russian people, the White House said in a recent statement announcing sanctions against over a dozen oligarchs connected to Putin. Quote, they sit atop Russia's largest companies and are responsible for providing the resources necessary to support Putin's invasion of Ukraine. So in Russia's case, we can safely say that oligarchs are a small group of unelected individuals who have concentrated their power by wielding their disproportionate amount of wealth. And they use their wealth to entrench their power within politics outside of the formal election systems. Can I just go back to this article? Elon Musk is expected to use office space in the White House complex. The richest man in the world has bought his way into the White House, and now he gets an office.
There's some of his staff coming out saying that he's having some major health issues, that he had some type of emergency health issue come up a few months back, and now he's unable to lift one of his hands. I think it's his left hand above his waist. So I don't know if it's a stroke or something, and that the doctors basically told him he must lose weight. He must lose weight. He's got so much comorbidity going on with his weight, even though he says he's 6'8", 230 pounds or whatever.
Space. Not because he was elected. He wasn't even born in America. He was not elected by anybody. The location suggests that Mr. Musk, who owns companies with billions of dollars in contracts with the federal government, will continue to have remarkable access to President-elect Donald J. Trump. Can I just go back to what Bezos said? Quote, he seems to have a lot of energy around reducing regulation. And if I can help him do that, I'm going to help him. We do have too much regulation in this country. This is the second richest man in the world saying, hey, this regulation is making it really hard for me to get rich and exploit my workers. Bro, you're already rich. What type of regulations do you want to remove other than things that will just hurt American citizens? So let's watch this video of President Biden during his farewell.
So you think the guy who tried to overthrow the election cares more about democracy?
Address. Now that I've laid out the groundwork, now I can play this video of President.
Kamala Harris literally come in and certified the vote for Donald Trump, as much as she probably fucking hated it. Donald Trump tried to send an angry mob of people to kill his vice president.
Biden, and we can all be on the same page. I know that you guys know what an oligarchy is, but there is something to be said that most Americans had to search this after Biden's farewell address, and that this spiked. So let's listen to this.
That's why my farewell address tonight. I want to warn the country of some things that give me great concern. This is a dangerous concentration, and that's a dangerous concentration of power.
He's already threatened Zuckerberg, right? He told him that he should go to jail.
In the hands of a very few ultra-wealthy people. And the dangerous consequences if their abuse of power is left unchecked. Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for...
If they didn't care about democracy, they would have just used their power to fucking try to hold on to it, right?
For everyone to get ahead. We see the consequences all across America, and we've seen it before. More than a century ago, but the American people stood up to the robber barons back then and busted the trusts. They didn't punish the wealthy. They just made the wealthy play by the rules everybody else had to.
Just play by the rules that everybody else has to play by. And let me remind you guys, President Biden is very careful with his words. If I have one criticism of his presidency, it's that he was probably too risk-averse at certain points. There were certain times when he didn't want to rock the boat regarding Russia, or he didn't have the strength needed on the international stage to keep Russia in check. And I think Biden had a great domestic presidency. I mean, I think he passed some historic legislation. He is a great human being. But the least I can say is I think there are certain moments.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Nick Fuentes already banned from the Chinese app Red Notes.
where he was a little bit too risk averse, and that showed on the world stage. But right here, he is being very careful with his words. He would not say the U.S. is turning into an oligarchy if he didn't mean it. He's not just Trump. Trump will bloviate and he'll throw out any word whenever it suits his interest. Trump will literally say anything to anybody. Biden is not like that. Biden is very careful with what he says and does because he understands that what he does sends a message. So let's finish off with this article. President Joe Biden, in his farewell address to the nation on Wednesday, warned that American democracy is being threatened by a burgeoning oligarchy. Oligarchs are a subset of the very, very wealthy. And this is an important distinction right here. Being rich doesn't necessarily make you an oligarch. An oligarch is someone who influences politics outside of the formal system, explained by Brooke Harrington, who studies this exact thing at Dartmouth University. She spoke with the 5-minute fix in 2022 when U.S. sanctions were targeting Russian oligarchs at the outset of the war in Ukraine. Quote, it's someone who isn't an elected representative or cabinet member, but who has the ear of the president. And she said this before Elon Musk was really MAGA. I mean, in 2022, Elon Musk had bought Twitter, but he wasn't like full-on, full-throated MAGA yet. She then pointed to the late Sheldon Adelson, a billionaire casino tycoon and Republican megadonor who did work on U.S.-Israeli relations. And now Sheldon's wife, Miriam, is one of Trump's biggest donors and even got the Presidential Medal of Freedom after Trump's first term. That is an example of an American oligarch. Elon Musk almost certainly fits the definition today, no matter where the definition is coming from, whether you're getting it from Merriam-Webster or even Wikipedia, it doesn't matter. Elon Musk almost certainly fits the definition. The tech billionaire has taken calls with foreign leaders. He stopped a government spending bill in its tracks by sending out a few tweets or X's or whatever the hell, and seemingly hasn't left President-elect Donald Trump's side since the end of the campaign. He's an unofficial leader.
Okay, even if they did support a genocide, that has nothing to do with democracy in the United States. And they ran a candidate that lost and conceded. I mean, maybe you think they don't care about you or the country or fucking Gaza. I don't know, but to say that it's hard to convince you they care about democracy, they just showed. I don't know.
Here in the Republican Party, some Democrats have derisively called him co-president, but he is literally the co-president, and this is an oligarchy in every sense of the term. Why Trump tends to attract oligarchs, this part is important. Harrington argues there have always been American oligarchs. Like I said at the beginning of the video, rich people have always been putting their thumb on the scale. Most of the time, we don't want that. We can have a separate conversation about money and politics in general, but what we're seeing is new. This is a different scale from George Soros donating to Obama's campaign in 2008. This is different. And I also will say, I think Trump will change what the presidency in America means or what it looks like. I genuinely think that in 20 years, being president will mean something completely different after Trump's term. In 2008, the presidency will not mean the same as what it means in 2040. And I can make another video about that. But Trump has a lot to do with it and a lot to do with why the oligarchy is growing. Many in the business community view him as a purely transactional president. He's a very transactional person, and that you get what you give. And so oligarchs and potential oligarchs are growing in influence and number. And as he prepares again to take office, several tech titans are making an almost dizzying amount of business moves that could be easily perceived as being for Trump. Meta's Mark Zuckerberg ending fact-checking on his social media platforms, removing tampons from certain bathrooms, doing certain things about pronouns. I mean, it's all just posturing, right? Jeff Bezos, who founded Amazon and owns the Washington Post, spiked a Kamala Harris endorsement from the Post's editorial board. The TikTok CEO will be at Trump's inauguration on Monday, a day after the platform is expected to be banned. Actually, they'll all be at Trump's inauguration, including the heads of Google, the head of Apple. They've all donated millions of dollars to Trump's inauguration because, quote, we're witnessing tech CEOs scrambling to curry favor. And the Trump administration has not even begun, said Maximilian Potter, a journalist with the group Protect Democracy. And Trump also appears to be integrating his wealthy allies into the government, not unlike his first term, where many of his cabinet members were millionaires or billionaires. Musk, the richest man in the world, and millionaire biotech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy will lead an initiative tasked with cutting government spending and waste, with Republicans in Congress following their lead. And here's what I was saying earlier, and I want to make an entire other video about this, but an oligarchy can be hard to stop once it's in motion. I genuinely think that after this Trump term, the office of the presidency will mean something different. It has long been the case that big money controls politicians, as I said, but Musk's and other billionaires' growing influence on the system could be a product, a direct result of Americans' dissatisfaction with how responsive, or the lack of responsiveness from the government over the past few years. Trump and the billionaires with whom he's aligned himself are seen among his supporters as outsiders who will disrupt the status quo in Washington. Whether we like it or not, quote, Democrats have become associated with the elite, with political correctness. There are times when Democrats are a little bit too finger waggy. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Explaining that the party came across during the campaign is more interested in the causes of higher educated urban communities than the rest of America. I don't know if I agree exactly with that perception, but yes, people did think Trump was for them due to a multitude of reasons. Russia is the poster country for oligarchs. There, oligarchs are fully embedded in politics. They are directing culture, serving in high-profile governmental jobs. Can I just go back to this article one more time? This dude is going to have an office in the White House. In the White House. Quote, there are no laws against a president and his super wealthy cabinet using their power to benefit their own class. There is nothing that compels them to look beyond their privilege to address the needs of the citizenry. In other words, it's going to be up to voters to hold leaders accountable for putting the rich first. And in order,
well, we knew this was coming, right? Trump supports Trump's friends.
To show voters that their interests are being put second, we're going to have to push back relentlessly. We're going to have to dominate the narrative, and that's where you and I come in. Every single day, we're going to be pushing back on this channel. So I'll end off with that. Drop a like, subscribe.
And here you go. The last video for tonight. A psychic prediction.
I saw farming equipment, and there were silos. All of a sudden, it was like everything was coming at me very fast, and I could see these men buying lots of fertilizer through different places so that they would not be detected. They were storing it. and I saw massive dump trucks. In the back of these dump trucks, 50-gallon drums, and I saw fertilizer in a big dump truck. They made the front of it bulletproof. So, like, very, very strong armor was on the front of this truck. I saw these men with these vests on in the front cab of the truck. And there was 2 men in the truck, and they used it to go through police barricade and military barricades in Washington, D.C. And they ignited their vest, and they took out everybody. I saw them trying to get as close as they could to the Capitol. The Lord showed me vans, cargo vans, with those same kind of barrels in the back of these vans. I saw vans with the barrels full of fertilizer inside of there, and they were parking them in New York City in like parking garages and close to buildings, trying to get as close as they could to Trump Towers. The Lord spoke to me, and he said to me, this is bigger than terrorists.
Bigger than terrorists, not terrorists. It says Brandon Biggs, who famously predicted the first assassination attempt on Trump, now claims to have visions of a massive bomb attack during Trump's inauguration. He foresees large trucks carrying 50-gallon drums and a dump truck packed with fertilizer, strategically hidden in underground garages and ready to detonate. His visions also depict coordinated strikes against targeting Trump Tower, golf courses, and even another direct attempt on Trump's life. Maybe that was a wrong set of sound effect. I don't know. Thank you guys for joining us. If you want to support the show, it's only supported by viewers like you, and it's kind of struggling right now. You can go to coldbeer.fund to support us if you want to. If you don't want to, that's cool. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'll be back tomorrow, I guess. You guys have a good night. We'll see you on the next one. Love you. See you. Bye.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the fork and balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the fork and balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott.
Here we go. I think I started some shit.
Clap for the fertilizer.
You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss 'em off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the
The power of Christ compels you to give little Bert a little kiss.
And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit.
I'm a fan of farmers. I'm a fan of farmers.
It's morphin' time. Tiger Sword.
He's strapped to the shaft, beating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'm gonna make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers. Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think it's started.
I bet you Trump's pissed that they're having to move his inauguration inside. He's not going to be able to scream that he has the biggest crowds and all this shit. Bigger than Martin Luther King Jr.
I think I started some shit.
Open neo-Nazi. I think the account, he's on this podcast with Mike Shields, who's basically an open neo-Nazi. I think the account tweeting this is a neo-Nazi account.
Mike Shields has said some wild fucking dumb shit.
It's always wild and dumb, but it's never neo-Nazi. It's never like a, it's not wild and dumb, by the way.
Yeah, okay, hold on. I don't use the...
Wait, question.
Okay.
You said Mike Shields has said some wild and dumb shit. Can you think of a single thing that he said that's wild and dumb against MAGA? Or does it always go in one direction?
No, yeah, he probably has criticized Trump for being too Zionist.
So it's not wild and dumb, right? Do you see how you play with the language there? It's wild and dumb. You make it sound random, but it's not. It's always pointed in a particular direction. More neo-Nazi than MAGA.
So what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? That he's a Nazi?
Stop giving cover. Stop saying it's random. Stop saying it's crazy. It's so stupid and wild. It's not stupid. It's not wild. It's very intentional. It's not random. It's very pointed. And it's not like, it's not random. It's deliberate.
Okay, what do you think Jake Shields wants? Do you think he wants to kill Jews? Because hold on.
Why does it have to be to kill Jews? It could just be to
that's what the fucking Nazis did. This is why I, on principle, will not call anyone a fucking Nazi.
The Nazis killed them as the final solution. There were other solutions before the final solution. That was the last part of the plan, was killing them all. But before that, it was shipping them into ghettos. Before that, it was stripping them of their jobs. Before that, it was moving them to other countries and camps.
Or just labeling them as the problem.
Just killing.
Right. One of the steps was just convincing people that they were the problem. They controlled the banks. They destroyed every right. That was one of the steps.
killing them. There were other parts of it that went before it.
Just because we're on step 1 instead of step 9.
And
you
Hitler
think
died in 1940 so that somebody else could have come in and done the death camps. Because now anytime you talk about Nazism or any of this shit, it's always like, well, are we killing them yet? You know there was a whole bunch of shit that happened before the death camps, right?
That was a good clip. Good night, everybody. Love you. See you. Bye.
Fuckers out here busting the grifts. Here we go, I think I started some shit. It's off, it's about to get lit. Hit the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle